Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The NDP has made a list of the top 10 ways in which this PC government has broken their promise to Albertans with disabilities. 10. Cut basic income supports of up to $280 per month to disabled seniors. 9. Cut disability service program at MRU. 8. Doubled the wait time for AISH. 7. Terminated Alberta's only American Sign Language program. 6. Cut 20% of speech pathologists in Edmonton schools. To the minister in charge of standing up for disabled Albertans, why is this PC government so intent on making Alberta's most vulnerable citizens pay the price of its fiscal incompetence?
Well, Mr. Speaker, that top 10 list might have the spot on David Letterman, where people appreciate comedy and fiction. But, Mr. Speaker, the fact of the matter is that this government cares about vulnerable people in our society. I laid out a plan, in fact, a few-year plan, about the transformations that are needed in this ministry, and that will make sure that if you need service, you will get service in our province, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable member.
Well, Mr. Speaker, in this province you can either laugh or you can cry. Given that the fifth way this government is hurting Albertans with disabilities is through a $180 million cut from pharmacy benefits that will see the sickest and most disabled seniors pay the most, and given the fourth way is through a 20% cut to addictions and mental health funding, and the third way is through the elimination of almost half of Calgary's palliative home care nurses, why won't this government stop making Alberta's sick and disabled a target of their cuts?
Speaker, as the honourable member knows, this province has a very proud record of supporting vulnerable people across society, including seniors, including people with addictions and mental health issues, and including many others. Mr. Speaker, to reduce the discussion about such important matters to for lack of a better term, a top 10 line of questioning, Mr. Speaker, does not do justice either to the people involved or to the policy challenges that are in front of us.
Service doesn't give justice either. Given that the number 2 way this government has let down people with disabilities is by closing the Missioner Centre despite promising families that they will not, and given that the number 1 attack on Alberta citizens with disabilities is a $60 million cut from programs that could secure the safety and quality of life for Alberta's citizens with the most severe disabilities, why won't this government admit that at least 10 different ways their so-called tough choices are always made at the expense of Alberta's most vulnerable citizens?
Well, there's a good example right there, Mr. Speaker. The party in question here has been lobbying for years that we can do better with community living and more inclusive, more engaging ways of addressing the needs of disabled people in our province. And now they're going to protest that we're closing the Missioner Centre. In fact, that is an implementation of a body of research and best practices developed in Alberta and across North America, and we're going to continue with it, Mr. Speaker, because it's the right thing to do.